Hi there. Let's get started in statistics. Our course is an 8-week course, and so it will start on the first day of classes, which is the 13th. And I'm just letting you know that you will have access to the Blackboard page on the 12th. We will be going quickly. We'll be doing 2 chapters a week, or a chapter and an exam a week. We'll have an exam every 2 weeks. There are 4 exams. We will be done before spring break. So I just want to give you a heads up on what's happening here. Let's go to the My DMACC page, which you'll sign in with your DMACC log on, which is your email address without the @dmac.edu. Your password is the same as the password you set up. If you don't know that, contact tech support, and you can do that on the website. But let's look at where you're going to spend the most time, and that's in the course content. And so you've got the Start Here folder, and notice the Start Here folder has the same due dates as the Week 1 folder. And so you're going to watch this video, which will be posted in Blackboard as soon as I make it. I will be emailing this to you so you have access to it before you have access to Blackboard. You're going to double check on the syllabus and the syllabus quiz. And there is an introduction discussion board, and I'll show you that in a minute. You want to make sure you sign up for my stat lab or my math lab, and I use them interchangeably, but Pearson has gone to my stat lab and then my lab stat, and so all of those things will be interchangeable. And then one assignment that I need to be done in the Start Here folder is I want you to practice downloading and uploading a document in Blackboard. So this is where you're going to get your ebook for statistics, and when you use this red shelf, bookshelf, you can access that book offline. So if you have a metered internet connection at home, you can use this red shelf textbook even offline. When you go into my stat lab, this is the course code or the access code you need to go to. I've linked the course to this page, so you go directly to the correct course, so you do not need a course ID to log in. The orientation takes you directly to the orientation assignment. So you will, after you do the registration, you'll see this, and it'll be the correct course. It has everything in it, but because I have the student preview mode, it didn't work like it should. So here is your introduction. Short note, picture of yourself for the class. Tell us what your future plans are. If you need practice attaching a video or a picture, there it is. I've added some questions here to give you an idea of what to put in your short note. So to earn 10 points, you need to post a picture and respond to at least 2 other introductions by your classmates. And once you've done this, you are pretty much ready to jump into the course. If you have never taken a Blackboard course before, I would highly recommend that you go to the Blackboard training course. It's really going to help you learn how to get around in Blackboard. So let's go back to the course content. Let's look at the breadcrumbs up here. So this tells us that we're in the Start Here folder, but if I just want to go back, I can click on the course content, and I'm going to go into Week 1. All the weeks will be set up very similarly, in that we have the chapter overview. There will be a frequently asked question discussion, that if you have questions, post them so that you can kind of crowdsource your question. I will check on that periodically. Again, another place to get your e-text is using the My Math Lab Pearson e-text. This one you do need to be online to access. And of course, you always have to agree to the privacy notice. So it doesn't matter how you wish to access your textbook. You can either use the bookshelf text, or you can use the Pearson e-text. If we go over here to the menu, we can jump right up to chapter 1, and page by page this is going to look like a printed textbook. So here are the chapter objectives. If we go back to the chapter opener on page 1, you can see that. Okay, now I want to talk one more thing about the textbook. Some people really like to have a physical textbook. There is a print companion to this textbook available in the DMACC bookstores for about $50. But if you like to have a physical textbook, you can rent a hardcover book for $40.47 from Amazon. If you want to find this is a relatively new edition, so you can see that I don't see more buying choices. You know, a used book for about $110, that's still pretty pricey. There is a Kindle edition, but to me, I don't see an advantage of the Kindle edition over the bookshelf book that can be used offline. But if you want a book to have in your hands, you can rent one from Amazon for $40.47. It's not something you need to do, but it might be something that you feel more comfortable with, a physical textbook. Okay, now in each section are the videos. Now I have put my own lecture videos in each section, and so you'll see my beautiful face here. Those are lectures that I made. Here there will always be a PowerPoint file that goes along with each chapter. This first video here talks about how to print your PowerPoints as a handout so you can take notes on them. But I do want to just show you a little bit about my lectures. I would go ahead and open them on YouTube, and this is a place where if you're doing this and don't have headphones, you can turn on the subtitles. One thing I want to also show you is the playback speed. So I'm going to mute this. But in this settings, you can change the playback speed. If you listen to it in double speed, I sound really fast, but that does help you listen to about a 24-minute video in 12 minutes. Now, when you do that, you can listen faster than I can talk, but you can always pause it so that you can take notes. Okay? So feel free to do that. You might feel more comfortable in a 1.5 times speed, or if you want to just do normal speed, that's okay. You can minimize this, and I don't know if you have a newer television, some of these have streaming where you can stream the video to your TV. Feel free to use whatever technology you need on that. Okay? So, so there will be a video for each section. When you go back, there's also a publisher video for each section, and those are not on YouTube. but you can speed them up, and you can make the screen bigger. Although I don't know if that's better, but you can do all that. So if you've watched my video, I would say it's not going to be necessary to watch the book videos, but if you want more information, that's a good thing. And then you're going to do the homework over that section. And again, there's the homework. So you can look and see what that's like. And yes, you're going to need to do multiple sections per week on homework. So there's section 1.2, 1.3, and one of the things I want to show you is we will be using StatCrunch to do most of our significance, our statistical calculating. So take time to learn how to do that. Okay, and this is what StatCrunch is going to look like. There are many videos to show you how to use StatCrunch. If you have a graphing calculator and you know how to use it, that is fine, but you'll always have access to StatCrunch, and it does a whole lot more stuff than your graphing calculator. Then our discussions, our chapter discussions, are going to be focused around this semester project. So it talks about something for you to do and to post in the discussion. So here we go. Submit a post to this discussion board assignment with the following, and it tells you how to do it. Okay, and then you use this week's discussion or this chapter's discussion to do the next chapter's discussion. The other thing there is for each chapter, and again, you might want to do these now, you might want to do these when you are studying for the test, is there are questions.
Currently, there are 4,227 Walmart stores in the United States and another 3,210 stores outside of the United States.
And it's going to ask you how
Are
to
the
do
numbers of
things,
Walmart
and then
stores
it's going to guide you through doing the work. Okay? So that is there for you to use. And then we do the same thing with the next chapter. All right? And it's going to look very much like that first chapter. So remember, there's always 2 chapters or a chapter and an exam. So to do the chapter 2 discussion, you need to have done the chapter 1 discussion. And then here's another video that helps you do what he's asking you to do. And again, more chapter review exercises. Let's look a little bit more in the course content. Right now I don't have all the weeks opened up. What I want to show you here is the resources folder. This is a folder that I've added to the course. It shows you how to check your grades. There's a great tool called the snipping tool when you need to instead of doing an entire screenshot, you can just snip what you need, and you can find that in your Windows menu. Just click on the window icon and start typing in snipping tool, and it'll come right up. I am going to show you that. I think I can do this. I've put it on my toolbar, so it's very, very easy to find. Then, again, another StatCrunch direct link, StatCrunch directions, which is going to tell you how to do the keystrokes for a few of the things that you're going to need. There's the Triola formulas and tables, which I put every place because this is something that comes with the hardbound textbook, and I like to have these things in my hand. This is the assignment the first assignment in the Start Here folder. I want you to download the document, scan a page, and attach that so that I know you know how to download and upload. Since we are doing 2 open book tests, here's some ideas on how to study for open book exams. If you need graph paper, there is a download you can do here. Selecting the appropriate procedure, that's going to be important to you as we go forward toward the end of the class. If you are not close to a DMACC campus, I ask that you get proctor approval for a center to proctor your test. And then again, an email, a video on how to scan a document using CAM scanner and how to submit an assignment in Blackboard. So those are things that you're going to find in the resources folder. Every day when you open up the class, there's going to be announcements. Here's my initial announcement, but this is where you're going to find timely announcements. And then I think we did talk about the syllabus a little bit. You'll find the syllabus here. You'll find the overview here that has a list of assignments. Now this list in this document is not, may not be exhaustive, so there may be other assignments in the individual week folders, so make sure you check that. Your grades are going to be found in my math lab, so you can kind of see how things are working here. I do use weighted grades. Let me just pull over a document here. Not quite done with the syllabus yet, but what I want to show you is the weighting of the grades. Okay, your online homework is 30% of your grade. Discussions are 10%. Tests are 45%. Those are the 3 regular chapter tests, and then there will be a 15% of your grade for a comprehensive course final exam. So I use weighted grading and I use a plus-minus system, and this is important. All grades are truncated to the nearest whole percent. That means they're not rounded, they're just cut off. So if you are at a 79.5, you might want to give it one little good hard push so that you can push that up to an 80. Just FYI. You'll be able to download this document and read it more closely. I'm waiting for these important dates, as that's why it isn't posted yet. So good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. So I hope this helps as we get started. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Please feel free to email me, call me, text me. I'm always glad to visit with students because my goal is for you to be successful. I hope your goal is for you to be successful. Just remember, this is an 8-week format, so we are going to be working double speed. So you don't have time to take 3 or 4 days off to catch up in your other classes. You're going to have to do a little statistics every day so that you can stay caught up. Good luck.